I am here with Annie Garron of VanDyk Mortgage, who has been in the business for quite a while and has an extraordinary amount of knowledge about the mortgage business and the real estate business. Annie, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.
So let's talk about down payment assistance programs and first-time homebuyer programs. So let's talk about down payment assistance programs and first-time homebuyer programs. People are a little confused sometimes that a down payment assistance program is not necessarily restricted to first-time homebuyers. So what kind of programs do you have available out there for Pinellas County? And talk to us about the difference between a first-time homebuyer program or a down payment assistance program, or are they one and the same, or are they not?
It depends. So there are a number of state and local programs.
Okay.
The state programs, unless you're a veteran or buying in a federally targeted zone, you normally do have to be a first-time homebuyer. Now,
Okay.
What makes you a first-time homebuyer is that you may not have owned a home in the last 3 years. So let's say you owned a home 10 years ago, you sold it 7 years ago, you're a first-time homebuyer all over again.
Nice. So it doesn't mean that you have never owned a home. It just means that you have owned a home and is that pretty much the case across the board with all quote unquote first-time homebuyer programs, or
Yes.
just with the state DPA?
No, that's generally with all of them.
Okay.
Anyhow, so we have state programs that vary from $7,500 to $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are local programs in the city. Now, some of these, the more assistance you get, it's usually for the lower income households.
Right.
But for example, City of Largo has up to $45,000. City of Largo has up to $45,000 in
Wow.
assistance. Yeah. Yeah, so that can be your full 20% down payment.
Yeah.
So you won't have to have mortgage insurance. I mean, there's some really great programs right now.
So you wouldn't have to do an FHA or a,
Right.
a low down payment type program, or even like a VA or anything like that. You could just
Sure.
go straight conventional, and with that you'd be able to get a better interest rate and no PMI, so a lower monthly payment.
Yeah, so there's really a lot of help for especially the lower
Mm-hmm.
income households, but also for like the other down, the 7,500 through the state, your household can earn up to $80,000 or more
Okay.
and still get that assistance. So it's not for super low down payment, it's just for modestly,
Right. So your middle class folks. More or less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And do all of the down payment assistance programs, I know the state programs, most of the time you have to pay them back when you sell the house or refinance the house.
That's
Is
correct.
that true for pretty much all of them?
Yes and no. There's actually, if you get the 75, I know, sorry. If you get the
It's okay.
7,500, the 7,500 and the 10,000, there's a $10,000 program. Those have to be repaid when you sell, refinance, pay off the mortgage.
Okay.
There are other programs that are either 3 or 4 or even 5% of the purchase price that are what we call a forgivable assistance. So let's say you get 5% on one of those programs. They forgive 20% of it per year, so that in 5 years, if you stay in the house 5 years, it's free. It's forgiven.
Right. Yeah. And one of the state programs right after the recession did the same thing. The 15,000 did the same thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that actually has come back in Tallahassee area only.
Nice.
Because of Hurricane Michael.
Oh yeah, they're trying to help out the folks over there. There are classes that are involved with some of these as well, are there not?
That's correct. They used to be in person for a lot of them, but now they're all online. They're all virtual. And yeah, if you're getting the down payment assistance, generally you're required to take a first-time homebuyer class, and it ranges anywhere from an hour and a half to 8 hours, depending on what assistance you're getting.
Right.
Again, the more assistance you're getting, the longer the class.
And what does that entail? Are they're what? They want to make sure you're financially stable, or that you understand finances and how to.
It's more about understanding the basics of home ownership, going through the mortgage process, what to expect with the mortgage process, budgeting. They can help with budgeting.
Right.
They have credit help. So if you have some challenges with your credit that I can't help you get passed. These are HUD-approved nonprofit agencies that can help, and they don't
Okay.
charge you, an arm and a leg. So there's all kinds of help out there for first-time buyers. And with interest rates at historic lows, 50-year
Yeah.
lows,
Yeah.
this is the time to buy. Might be kind of hard to find a house because of the inventory, but
All that
and
good
whenever
stuff.
somebody calls me, I'm going to plug them into any program that they qualify for, and
Okay.
off.
Automatically.
Yeah, automatically. I'm going to try and get you to your goal with as least money out of pocket as possible. Or if you have your own down payment, fantastic. You'll probably get a little bit lower interest rate that way. But we'll work with you and figure out any programs that you're qualified for. We'll tell you about.
Okay. So and I've seen some buyers do this as well. They go do all of their down payment assistance classes first,
Yes.
and then go talk to a lender. Should folks do that, or should they talk to a
No,
lender first
they
and
can
figure
go
out
ahead and talk to us first, because it doesn't take that long to get the classes done.
Okay. All right. Good.
Plus,
Perfect.
like I said, some of them require more
Different
classes
things.
than others. So
Right.
talk to me first. I'll tell you which ones to take.
Perfect.
Yeah, and if you
Fantastic.
want more education, they have it available. They encourage people. They have budgeting classes. They have minor home repair classes.
Oh,
All
good.
kinds
Yeah.
of good stuff.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you being here answering questions, or being there and I'm here answering questions via Zoom for us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
It is a pleasure, as always, to pick your brain. Give Annie a call for all your mortgage needs or questions. Here is her information. Please hit subscribe and turn on notifications. And thank you so much for watching today.